Let's ride my pony together. Another episode of getting me and my pony fit again. And if you've been keeping up to date, then you will know that both my horse's fitness and my rider fitness is at level 0. And you'll really see this in a second because I'm mic'd up for my riding. And my heavy breathing. That needs to be sorted out. But obviously I start with a pamper session, getting rid of all the mud that he loves to wallow in. And I always plait his mane over to keep it super tidy because it's a mane that goes here, there, and everywhere. And I also vlog on YouTube. So if you'd rather see 1 hour as opposed to 2 minutes, then definitely head over there. Now tacked up with mints in my pockets.
I'm really brave and ride outdoors.
And that I did. Spring is definitely in the air for the stallions. He is feeling good. And now let's go back to real time.
Come on then, Trouble. Good boy. Up, don't be naughty. Be nice and wait. No, you won't ever get another sweetie if you're naughty. You won't. I've got to get on somehow. Okay, we're up. And we're off. I've not got my stirrups. He is really unfit. I want to try and get him as stretchy as I can to start with. Safety is also a thing. And we are on fire. Good boy. Trying really hard to not have... Oh, lovely trotting. Good man. There we go. We're not blowing up. I can feel him getting frisky. No. You've seen, there's nothing there, sweetheart. We're not doing extended trots. Excuse me. Good boy. We've not done any shoulder in or leg yielding for a long time. We're going to give it a go right. There. Good. Good boy. And turning, steering, be good. Bottom as well. Good boy. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. The energy is slowly going. He really is one in a million. Literally did little to no schooling last year. He's 19, he's stiff, but he just always looks after me and always puts his best foot forward. He's the best.
Spend my Sunday with me in Wellington. I made a very ambitious decision to go to Pilates at 6 a.m. So Maxine and I woke up at 5:20 for this class, and I also had an 8 a.m. class at the show. So I went home, got ready, got my stuff, walked the course, and then showed Michael. So it was a very busy morning, but Michael was absolutely amazing. We had 2 very nice rounds to finish 4th out of a really big group in the 125 Classic. I'm just so proud of him and proud of us. Then I went back to the barn, and my groom is dog sitting this dog. Her name is Fabs, and she is genuinely the cutest thing I've ever seen. Then I flatted Jeff, and Elvis was trying to attack him. And then we all went on a group trail ride. We usually do these trail rides on Sunday, and they're so much fun. It was my mom's birthday, so we all went home, got ready for dinner, and had a really nice birthday celebration in Palm Beach. In addition to it being her birthday, it was also the last night of Hanukkah, so we went back to my grandma's house to light the candles and sing the prayers. It was a really nice night.
Letting Blue take me home without reins. I asked for Trot to add a little spice, but now I can't stop. Send help.
Steady. Steady.
He got bored. Hallelujah. Heaven forbid a scary white gate. Shorter cross-country route chosen. It turns out after waiting patiently that Blue cannot open gate with hooves. Okay, I asked for canter, and he got this Bluebee like a plane on autopilot. We home, he do best boy.
Jump my horse with me. Because this is only Parker's 4th time jumping since his injury, the plan was just to take it like quite steady and slow and like do really small jumps, but still do a course so that I could kind of like bring in the whole steering and all. So before I went into the arena, I actually just took him to the field to do some like more fun thing. Well, I know jumping's obviously fun as well for him, but like just to warm him up, do some canters up this hill, and it's just really good for building up his muscle, and he loves it. I then did like a few canters on both reins in the arena, just to like, I don't know, just warm him up on the arena ground, like to let him see all the corners so he wouldn't spook and all. And then I just took him over this really small cross pole. This also allowed him to figure out what striding he could do. So in the last jump, he actually put in a stride. So that was good. So then when I did it for the second time, he kind of knew what he was doing and I knew more. And then he did it really well with the perfect strides. Oh my goodness, this jump was something else because it was the first time jumping this one. So then he did not know the striding and I was such a mess. I did not tell him at all, so it was such a big mess. But then the second time that we did it, I don't remember if he actually did do it well. Wait, let me see. Yeah, well, he did it much better, so it just helped him figure out his striding. and then I actually went to do the whole course. The first jump I was coming up to was like this little cross pull on an angle, so I was just trying to get a really straight line. I still need to work on getting straight lines and then getting him into canter and counting the strides, and he did that really well. And then I was coming up to this other one on an angle, and this one was quite difficult because it's quite close to the corner, so I didn't have as much time to like prepare for it, but he again did it really well. And then after that I was looking for my next jump, which was the one like that I did the first time, so I was pretty certain that he'd get good striding on that one. So then I just asked him to go into canter, counted the strides, and then he did it really well. And then my last jump was just the yellow one, so then I asked for canter. I tried to do like the whole thing in canter from the last jump, but it didn't really work, but he did so well. And then I just gave him a pat and cooled him down. And then you could also see me attempting to take off his saddle while still on him, and it actually did work pretty well, so I might try this again because it was actually quite fun. But yeah, thank you for watching, and don't forget to follow.
Okay, like obviously I know the answer, but like, am I too tall for a pony? You're 5'9", and that's too big for a pony. Right, got it, yeah. They're just so cute. Oh my God, Kelly, I found this horse posted on Craigslist. Here, watch the video. Okay, come, let's learn about seeing lameness. Can gypsy banners jump? Why? But you could teach it to jump. Let's get you one that already knows how to jump. Yeah. They're just so pretty. How do I ask for the canter again? Is it? Oh, I got it. Oh, I was thinking, maybe I should adopt an off-the-track thoroughbred, like a young one. That is a bad idea. Oh. Well, I saw this Facebook post that there's 52 thoroughbreds that need homes.
Grab my hand. Grab my hand. Now we wait. We wait for that. Now we go. Keep holding my hand.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. I guess.
Day 12 of learning how to ride until I can jump in 1 meter. I got to the barn much earlier today so we could beat the Carolina heat. Now for this lesson, I'm riding Nani, which was actually the first horse that I ever rode here. Don't tell my trainer, but I make sure to bribe every horse with a treat. Now during the grooming, Nani was a bit fussy, but after she was all cleaned up and got her tack on, she was ready to go. For the lesson, we started with the trots and worked our way over some of the poles, making sure to 2 points over them. My balance in the saddle is getting much better, but I still struggle to keep the horse straight coming off of the poles. We then transitioned into the canter. Now Nani has a much more balanced canter than Star does, and I found it much easier to stay upright. I'm still working on keeping my shoulders back and help keeping Nani balanced. I'm feeling much more comfortable in the canter, I just need to learn the basics. Overall, it was a great lesson, and we're one step closer to jumping a 1 meter. A big thanks to my instructor, who took the time to film all of this while she trained. All advice is greatly appreciated, so please let me know in the comments how I can do better.
What is this?
George wants to tell you about his sunglasses, so you better say something nice. Go ahead.
Okay, hello everyone. These are my sunglasses. I have to wear them because I have really sensitive eyes and it hurts when the wind goes into them. At first I was a bit embarrassed to wear them because I thought they made me look like a fly, but now I think they look really sporty and cool.
Oh, that's so nice. Well done. You better leave a nice comment.
And then BAM! She got hit by a big ass truck.
What? Go, Kylie, go. Good job, Kylie. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Wow, look at her go. Woo! Great job.
I'm going to talk about why it's important to turn your horse out so they can roll after you ride. Number 1, rolling isn't just cute, it's also body work. When horses roll, they're actually stretching their back, hips, and shoulders. Number 2, it's also like a mental reset. It gives them a second after a ride to just like and roll, right? Also, how they say she's walking up. Also, how they say walking after a workout is really good. That's kind of similar to turning out your horse, just letting them decompress and be a horse.
Hello there, how do you do? Oh, it's Salmonella Phoebe Bunty Whittington Smythe, in case you've forgotten. I'm back to look at your next horse. I've heard this one's a lovely chestnut mare.
No, it's actually a lovely grey.
Ah, yes, I see. A lovely Lipizzaner, bred for bullfighting in the depths of Australia, I've heard. I can't wait to get on. I've heard that he's been at the Spanish riding school in Venezuela.
Well, not...
Yes. Let's get on him, shall we? He looks positively raring to go.
Salmonella, what you doing?
Well, you see, when Fry trains me, we make running leaps at the horses. I figured out that's what was going wrong last time. I think it'll work quite well.
No, I suggest we use the mounting block for this one. He's a bit lively.
Well, you see, I am classically trained, but if you do insist, I suppose we'll do it your way.
We never did establish what you were classically trained in, though, did we?
Lively, you say? I fear this horse may be a tad docile for me. Up and over. 1, 2, 7. Ah, yes. And off we go. On an adventure. I have to say, this horse really is rather quiet and calm. I'm not sure how to feel. Whoa! Oh no! Oh dear! Where are we going? No! This horse is out of control! Oh dear! Oh my lord! Oh lord! This brute went strong!
Are you okay?
Am I okay? Tell me, you imbecile, what does it look like?
You
brought me yet another bloody brute, wild, untamable stallion. I'm leaving.
Oh, that's such a pity because, I mean, it looked, I say, I'm so sorry, customer.
Different. This is not an Equestrian pad. It is a normal cotton pad. And you'll see people out in this and think, do they not care about their horses? And then you see this. Look at that. That's an Equestrian half pad underneath. And
Equestrian TikTok is just the gift that never stops giving today. But not like Christmas gifts. It all feels like a bit of a trick or treat today because this is again another insane video. This could be one of the most inappropriate and tone-deaf marketing strategies I have ever seen. First of all, that is a thick ass pad. So if I have a professionally fitted saddle with my useless cotton saddle blanket under it, and then I shove that under, is it going to affect my saddle fit? I don't know. It's not my product. But I can probably guarantee that my professionally fitted saddle and my crappy cotton saddle blankets and my crappy sheepskin that I put under it is probably going to be pretty good for my horse. It's probably going to do the job. My horse is probably okay. And all that money that I spent on getting my saddle professionally fitted probably indicates that I do care about my horse. Like, why are all of these luxury brands going with the marketing strategy of being like, if you don't own our product, you suck. You're a horse abuser. Your horse hates you. You hate your horse. Like, who is running these campaigns? Truly, if this is how you decide to sell a product, all it's going to do is make your customers resent you because you are opening your relationship with your customers by basically saying that they are the worst people alive. Like, who is this video even targeting? People that watch it and go, oh my God, you're so right. I need your product. I'm so sorry. You're so right. I'm going to go apologize to my horse right now and I'm going to cancel that saddle fitting I had booked in for tomorrow because turns out he doesn't need a professionally fitted saddle blanket. I just have to throw away all of my saddle pads and then buy your product. Actually, no, I still need my crappy cotton saddle blankets because I've got to shove your product under it. This product feels a lot like when you start trying to do clean eating, and instead of just getting rid of the crap, you start throwing in a whole lot of green juices and a whole lot of celery juices. Like, I feel like the problem, if your horse isn't comfortable with the saddle, isn't the fact it hasn't got your pad. I can't. This is actually insane. I have to go to bed. I can't do TikTok anymore today.
Get ready for a jump lesson with me. It was pretty chilly this morning, so I was hoping that that meant Huey would be a little fresh because I am exhausted and I don't think I have the leg in me today. North Carolina got such a fall tease. I swear at the end of August, it was like 55-degree mornings, beautiful, perfect fall. And then for 2 weeks straight, it was 85 and so humid. So hopefully this weather's back to stay this time, especially because Hubert is getting fluffy. Look at my little mammoth. He's got to get clipped soon. I'll wait a bit until he gets super fluffy though, because there's nothing worse than clipping and then a week later having to do it again. But today we're just having a lesson over some baby jumps because we'll jump again tomorrow, and he was indeed feeling a bit fresh and wiggly, especially at the beginning, but then he settled right down and was absolutely perfect. We even added, I think, in just about every line. So good job, Hubert.
Get ready with me while I tell you the real cost of a barrel race in Vegas. I'm going to tell you what it actually costs to go to a 3-day barrel race in a different state. First things first is stalls. You have to pay for stalls, and they're usually anywhere between $150 or $250. Mine here in Vegas were $185 for 3 days. Then feed. If you don't haul your own feed from your house, you're gonna have to buy some. Doctor supplies or local suppliers sometimes deliver, and it usually runs $15 to $30 depending on what you're getting. Don't forget medication. Some horses need bute and other things like that, and that can run anywhere from $100 to $300 depending on what medications. Now, entry fees. This one hurts. For a 3-day race, you're looking at $300 on the low end, and it can go all the way up to $1,000, even more. And you're already spending so much, you might as well throw in an extra $50 for a side pot, hoping you can win some money back. Fuel is honestly like $50 to God knows how much, depending on where you're coming from. Next up is where you're staying. For me, this weekend, I stayed in a hotel. They had a discount for riders, but it came out to a little bit over $550. And food, don't forget you have to eat. You're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner out here. That adds up fast. And of course, the fun part, impulsive buys. Walking to Tractor Supply, or most importantly, the vendors at the races. Tell me how you're not gonna buy something for your horse. A 3-day race like this, you're definitely in the thousands when you start adding it up. Barrel racing is definitely no joke, but it's totally worth it if you have a great horse. Even if you don't, you're doing it just for fun, you can of course go to the smaller races. But if you have a great horse, you're doing good, or you have a business out of it, or you're getting profit somehow, it's definitely worth it. And if that profit is your happiness, that's totally fine. Don't go broke doing this. Last thing, a little lip and some gloss. Don't say I didn't tell you it was expensive.
Fine, I'll just go sit at my desk and be quiet. Sorry I annoyed you with my friendship.
No! And then swing your back leg over. I can't. Want me to get on first? No, but you got it. No! There, you can't swing. Yes. I don't like it. But I don't. Let me up. I can't put my foot down. I'm gonna fall. Sure, I'm gonna fall.
Are you okay?
Let's take a little walk. Does he know? No. This is the first time I ever rode a horse. Who would have ever thought I could ride a horse? It's scary. Let me up. Yeah. Go. He doesn't know go. He doesn't? No. Not a movie. Oh, you know. Go. Did you think I would ever do that? It was all in your mind. It was all in my mind, and I'm not one bit afraid of him anymore. We did it. We did it. Good boy.
Come with me to see the usual routine of what I do when I clip cruise. I begin by hot washing him all over and making sure that he's thoroughly covered in water. Once I've done that, I then use the easy green brush to make sure that I get all the built up dust and all the built up dirt from under his fur to make sure that he's really clean for before I clip. This is a really important step in making sure that my clipper blades last a lot longer. I then hose all that shampoo off him all over, and just to make sure that he is thoroughly free of shampoo and he is just clean. Here you can see my boyfriend just rethinking his life decisions in getting with a horse girl. I then use a scraper to get rid of all that excess water because I want him to be dry before I start clipping. Obviously the clippers won't do a proper job if the fur is still wet, so I have to make sure that his fur is really dry. To help speed up the process, I popped him on the walker with his cooler rug on for about 20 minutes, and then once he had come off the walker, I popped him under the heat lamps just to let him thoroughly dry. Once he was all dry, I then popped some oil in my clippers, turned them on, and then just began clipping him. I normally only do small sections at a time. I don't really want to overwhelm him. The clippers that I've got are quite heavy and are quite loud as well. I normally always go for the hunter clip, so what I do before I actually start doing the saddle patch is I normally just draw a little shape out with my finger in the fur and make sure that that is the desired shape that I want. I then make sure I match it on the other side, and I just make sure that I've got that shape clipped out first, and then I can crack on with the rest of the body. Once I got the desired outcome, it was then time to hot cloth him. Obviously I didn't have a cloth at hand, so a sponge had to do. All I used was just hot water and some baby oil, and it just gets all the excess dirt out. I then popped him back under the heat lamps just to dry out that little bit more. And now you can see the finished clip.
We're gonna see if Madison can get through an entire 3rd level test today on my horse Diva. For my 2nd dressage lesson ever. Mm-hmm. Bend a little left, haunch. Oh my gosh, you're doing a half pass. Wait, you're doing a half pass. Wait, how did you know how to do that? I don't know, you just told me where to put my legs, where do I go? Keep going straight, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. A lot of right leg to push, think her tail hangs outside over the, good job. Don't bust out, easy, 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 easy. Good job. And then you're gonna do the thing you're so good at because you're a Western girly. Yep, just kind of turn her on her haunches. Yeah. Of course. Just kind of turn her on her haunches. Yeah, girl. Good job. So that's a 20 meter. Oh. We're gonna cut it in half. That's not even a circle anymore. That's okay, that's okay. It's our first time. Now left leg way forward, right leg way back. Good job. Whoa, easy, Diva, easy, easy. Right leg way forward, left leg way back. Great job. Oh, sit in. And go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Long rein, give her a big pet. Great job. I was not expecting us to actually go through the full test today. You did such a good job. I think I'm gonna pass out. Great job.